a look at these two videos defining physical AI in 2026. On one hand, you have the Figure 03, which just sorted over 28,000 packages in a continuous 24-hour live stream, averaging 4.05 seconds per package with zero failures. On the other, you have Unitree's GDO1, a 9-foot-tall transformable mecha suit that lets a pilot climb inside and drive through brick walls. These videos went viral because one looks like a logistics miracle and the other looks like a sci-fi dream. But the real story is why this tech is scary good. For decades, robotics was trapped by deterministic logic, rigid if this, then that instructions that only work in perfectly controlled robot cells. Code is fundamentally brittle. The system fails the moment a box is wrinkled, lightning shifts, or a conveyor is off by a centimeter. That's why Figure CEO Brett Adcock has effectively declared the era of hand coding dead, reaching a Software 2.0 milestone by deleting over 109,000 lines of legacy C++. They've replaced it with System Zero, a full-body controller trained via reinforcement learning that learns to move the way a child does by falling millions of times in synthetic simulation before it ever takes its first real step. The control stack is now pixels to torque, a single neural network designed by Figure's Heart Lab to handle perception, reasoning, and physical action in one loop. With vision memory, the robot effectively remembers which side of a package it has already checked, eliminating redundant motions. This leads to emergent behavior. In the live stream, when the robot encountered a floppy plastic mailer with a wrinkled barcode, it did not freeze. It patted the bag flat so the scanner could read it. No engineer wrote a flattened bag function. The robot inferred that strategy by watching humans and learning the underlying physics. To support this, the Figure 03 is about 30 pounds lighter than its predecessor and features fingertip tactile sensors sensitive down to roughly 3 grams. While delivering on the industry's broader trend, hardware costs for humanoids have fallen on the order of 30-fold compared to earlier models. Here's the kicker: collective learning. When one robot learns a new skill or edge case, that experience can be shared across the entire fleet. While Figure scales in warehouses, Unitree is triggering the iPhone App Store moment for robotics with UniStore. Developers can now download complex skill packages like martial arts or dance directly for the $21,000 G1 humanoid. To address the risk of buggy apps controlling powerful hardware, Unitree uses Docker-style container-based sandboxing so third-party skills run in isolation and cannot override hard-coded safety boundaries in the core operating system. At the radical edge of this frontier, the $650,000 GDO1 Mecha suit, marketed as a civilian transport platform, uses this control stack to coordinate balance and contact when switching between bipedal walking and a gorilla-style crawl, letting the pilot focus on the task rather than the physics. This leap meets a growing global demand. Around 74% of executives now cite labor shortages as primary driver for physical AI. We're moving from the information era of screens to an action era of autonomous machines. The winners won't just have the smartest models, but they'll be the ones who engineer trust, safety, and reliability into every layer of the physical system.